What is up, guys? And good morning. We made it through the week. This is
Whoop,
Mikayla.
whoop. This Melina. Good morning. Happy Friday. Rise and shine. It's almost
So,
weekend.
it's almost the weekend, and so I'm just gonna give y'all a little format on how this episode's gonna go because one, we got our first guest today.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And two, at the end, after our guest, I'm gonna give Melina time to gush over something really exciting she did yesterday, and that I kept getting photos and videos and texts from her. So I'm gonna give the floor to her at the end of the episode so she can gush all she wants.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited.
Okay. So first of all, USA, USA,
USA,
USA.
USA, USA. Maybe we should get together tomorrow morning, Saturday. Oh, I can't. I got a meeting at 10 a.m. Central Time, which this is 9 a.m. is when the Brazil starts.
It's 10 a.m. Eastern is 9 a.m.
Right.
Central.
I know this.
Okay. So women's US soccer advanced to the final where they will be playing Brazil tomorrow, Saturday, August the 10th at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And you know what's so stinking cool about this one?
What?
They've remained undefeated in the 2024 Olympics.
Oh, can you imagine?
And this is with
USA,
only
USA.
having their new coach, Emma Hayes, for 9 games
Wow.
prior to coming to the Olympics.
Great job. Great job. 9 a.m. So set your recorders.
I'm
Set your
so
recorders.
excited. I know my mom will be watching it, and I will be watching it.
Yes,
Okay.
me.
So before I go into like the girly portion of the Olympics that I've put together, I do just want to give a count on medal tracker.
Girl, we're kicking
USA,
some butt,
we
dude.
are.
We are. We are. There's a kind of a shift in the atmosphere right now. I don't like we're kicking butt. We
No,
really are.
we absolutely are. Um, we have 103 medals total and
Dang.
30 gold medals.
Mm. And we're not done. We're not
We
done
are
till what?
not done. Sunday is the last day, the 11th. Um,
Wow.
but I just want to say the closest country to have like the total number of medals is China with 73. We have 30 medals total ahead of
So
everybody
more
else.
than likely we will be in the lead by the end of it.
Yeah,
Unless something just
just
really goes awry or something.
mm-hmm. Um,
Wow. That is so awesome. And see, these are the things. Remember on the first episode I talked about like the camaraderie and the competition and all of those things.
mm-hmm.
That's what this is about. Like it's
No,
bringing
100%.
the unity to the community, as they say, and these teams working together. Um,
Yes.
so yes, I'm super excited. That'll be exciting.
And then did you hear about the special guest um at the surfing competition in Tahiti? Mind you, let me remind you, surfing competition in Tahiti for the Olympics. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
let's talk about that
what?
for a minute. I don't know what happened. I just know that I saw a picture as I was scrolling. And you know how when do girl talk for a second in this.
Mm-hmm.
You know how when you're scrolling social media, Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes like you'll stop and you'll start to read it and then you'll touch the screen by accident or something and then it just like
Mm-hmm.
shifts off and it the only thing I saw was some kind of shark or whale in the background, but I didn't get to read anything. And it really kind of frustrated me because I did try to go back, but I couldn't. You know, do you know what I'm talking about? You probably do.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
like totally lose it. I think we should send an email or something to Facebook and tell them to fix that. That's a big glitch because it just takes forever to try to find it again. So
Yes.
tell me what happened.
So during the semifinals of the surfing competition in Tahiti, I'm just really stressing that because I'm really jealous. A humpback whale breached the water in between a couple of surfers and wanted to be a part of the competition. Of course he won gold. Of course the whale won gold.
Of course, of course. Can you imagine you're competing at the Olympics and you're getting
Yeah.
ready to do and you see
And
this
you
huge
just,
what?
I would,
I would,
that would be, first of all, that'd be such a cool moment. Like, can you
yep.
imagine just like telling your kids, well, first of all, I was at a surfing competition at the Olympics. Oh, also, a humpback whale breached itself right by me.
Well, I will tell you, and I forget the gentleman's name, and somebody will remind me. But last night when I was at an event, there was an Olympian there, a former Olympian in
Shut
the water.
up.
Yeah, yes, and competed back like in the Bruce Jenner days prior to.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yes, he competed. Yes.
Oh my
Yes, it was a
goodness.
very interesting moment. I didn't get to meet the gentleman. He was at the event that I was at, but
Hmm.
they spoke about him, and it was just a cool moment because here the Olympics is going on. You and I have been talking about it on our
Hmm.
podcast the past few weeks, and there was an Olympian right in my presence, like one table over.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I'm upset you didn't get his name.
Yeah, I'll get it. I will get it. I'll text you about that when I get it. But yeah, he's a it was very, very cool.
We are gonna have a young female athlete later on in the show come on, which is crazy because she's 17. But did you know we will have the youngest American male to compete today in a
Y
track and field event?
yes, and what's okay, I want those listening and me and you close our eyes and remember who we were at 16 years old.
Mm,
And I'm going to tell you, I wasn't where he's at.
no,
Nowhere. Yeah,
16.
yeah, he's 16. Can you imagine at 16 having that kind of lifestyle compared to what you grew up with?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
could never.
Yeah.
Um, so Quincy,
He's gonna make history because he's gonna
he
be
is.
this
He's
one
the youngest.
16 years old to
Uh,
compete.
and his name is Quincy Wilson. He's going to be competing in the 4x400 later on today, which is exciting. So good job, Quincy Wilson. We're cheering you on.
Yes, yes, yes.
Um, and then speaking of young Olympian athletes, uh, Katie Ledecky, have you heard about her?
Yes.
Yes. She is an American swimmer.
Mhm.
So with her gold medals that she won this time around, she has become the most decorated U.S. female Olympian.
Can you imagine? We are living in, and I try to get people to embrace those moments. You're a part of history right now.
Yeah.
You one day when you're married and have children of your own and grandchildren, I'm already there, but I'll be able to tell my grandchildren, and my grandchildren are young right now, but be able to tell them that I remember when she became the female, you know what I mean, the most
Yeah.
decorated, and somebody in the next 20 years may change that. I mean, because the way
Yeah.
competition is, but that's really, really cool. And I think what I like about some of these females, not all of them. Well, I'm not going to dog any females out, but some of them are just so humble and just so innocent. They're just
Yeah.
so like, this is just what I do. I go to practice, I do this, I do that, I compete, but I have a normal life. Like they're so down to earth.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
One thing I wanted to ask you, this is the girl
Mm-hmm.
talk part, this is the gossip part. Did you
Mm-hmm.
hear about the gymnast and the Instagram and Simone Biles and the controversy
Oh,
going on with all of that? Like
yes.
she's
And
getting death threats or her family's getting death threats because of what Simone, and she asked Simone to please on some video, and you probably know more about it than I do, but asked her on a video to
please stop.
please,
Like,
yeah, have her people stop, have
yeah.
her fans stop. And that's what's frustrating. Um, if we're going to keep it 100, is that people get they have so much passion about it that they lose
Yeah.
all sense of reality. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
nobody needs to die over the fact that
Mm-hmm.
words were said. Nobody needs to be threatened. Nobody needs to get hurt.
Yeah. No, I have heard about that. Ironically enough, the the gymnast that's kind of having Simone has kind of beef with, which I don't even know if it's actually beef. Of course, it's all hearsay, gossip, paparazzi. Her name's Mikayla.
I know.
I was like, oh, great. Lovely. But yeah,
Yes.
so I have
And
seen
she
that
I
come
feel
up.
bad for her too, but I will say I feel bad for her because she's young and she's a mom and she's married and the family
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
what you do, it's how you do it. Because that karma
Mm-hmm.
train, that's why I really, 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 really try to tell people it ain't that I don't want to lose my mind. You got to watch what you say because that karma train comes back. And
It's
when
gonna
it comes
come and hit
back,
you.
it hurts. It hurts. And this is unfortunately, she said things that looking back, she realized she shouldn't have said.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, as a woman, we're all going to pop off too. And
Mm-hmm.
then you get the, you know what I mean?
The
And it makes
repercussions,
it
yeah.
hard. It just makes it hard. And so it's like, I always say, watch what you say because you
Mm-hmm.
can't take it back. You can apologize,
Exactly.
can't take it back. Can't.
Exactly.
There's a story. I'm getting on a real girl talk right now, but there's a story that I read one time where the when you squeeze the toothpaste onto a plate,
Mm-hmm.
a mother told her child, I want you to squeeze the toothpaste
And then try to put it back in
and
the
then try to put it back in. And the moral of it was once you say those words,
you can't
you
take it
can't
back.
put them back in. You
Yeah.
can't. Like no matter what you do, they're already said, they've already been heard. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very important. And this is a prime example. We have these are both Olympians
Yeah.
and this beef that is being created mostly by the fans and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. Nobody needs to lose anybody over
Yeah.
words. So
Mm-hmm.
well,
Real quick before we get too far into anything else, I did just want to mention Katie Ledecky first started competing, according to TeamUSA.com, a dozen years ago to the day that she won, August 3rd. She was 15 years old, not even a sophomore in high school, um, and she was competing. That was her first Olympic gold.
so the girl is 25 years old now, 25, 26.
I think so, yeah. Basic
Yeah.
math's hard for
She's
me.
younger than you. She's younger
Yeah.
than you.
Okay, don't tell me that. That makes me
Welcome
nine gold
to
medals and 14 Olympic medal totals. Wow, thanks for making me feel real.
how you think I feel? Real old. Real, real old. Okay, what's next? What's next? What are we doing?
Okay, so I am a romantic person at heart. Like I wish,
I
like
can
I think
I can see that with you. I can
when I was
totally
younger though, I was like, oh no, like I don't like love and da 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 da, and I hate Valentine's Day, and I don't want to listen to love songs, all of that, yuppie stuff that I think Tom boy girl kind of goes through when they're in their teenage years and into the young adult years trying to really figure out who
figure
they
out life.
are. Um, but I've accepted it. I'm a romance person. I have just I've it's it. I want the white picket fence and the husband and the family and the, happily ever after.
So when
Um,
you get married one day, are you gonna have the big, big foofy, or will you be the girl that goes and elopes with the small group of friends and family?
so I will
But
not
you're an
have
only child, really, on one side,
on one side
right?
I'm an only child, yeah. But then on the other side I have five siblings. So
Right. But you're the
it's
oldest,
gonna be
right?
I'm second oldest.
Second oldest.
Second
Oh
oldest.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
So, I it would be big just because my family's big. Um, but I don't think it'd be like a big extravagant wedding. I already have an idea
You
of what
want
I want
you want to
my
wear cowboy boots and a
oh,
cowboy hat, right?
no cowboy hat. Well, it depends on who I marry. If I marry a cowboy, then heck yeah, I'm wearing the cowboy hat. But there will be cowboy boots. I don't care what my future husband says. I will be wearing cowboy boots at one point during our wedding, whether it is the rehearsal dinner our actual ceremony or our reception. They gonna be coming out. Um, but so all that to say is I'm a romantic, and what I have found out through TikTok, because once I like one video on TikTok, it's all over my feed.
It's an endless girl. It is a black hole.
I mean, sometimes it's great because I'll
It
like a
is.
video of like Glenn Powell or Nico
Mm-hmm.
Fisher, and I just have like 10 lined up coming through my feed. But so the Olympics are actually a romance story in the making. And I have evidence to back it up. Thank
Okay,
you,
what's the
TikTok
evidence?
and Google, for helping me find all this. So it started with the opening ceremony when a high jumper and flag bearer from Italy, Gianmarco Tamburi, and I'm gonna mispronounce all of these names, lost his wedding ring in the Seine when he was waving. So he was
I heard
waving
about that.
and it flew off.
Okay.
So he then coined the most perfect apology to his wife via an instant post. I'm pretty sure he probably apologized to her actually in person too, but he wrote it and posted it on Instagram. And I'm just gonna read you like uh,
Snippet.
a snippet. So it says, a few moments that last an eternity, but if it was meant to happen, I'm gonna start crying. If I'm really going to lose this faith, I couldn't imagine a better place. It will stay forever in the riverbed of the city of love, flown away while I carry the Italian tricolor as high as possible during the opening ceremony of the most important sporting event in the world. If I had to invent an apology, I would never have been this imaginative. I think there's been a huge poetic side to yesterday's misdeed, and if you want, we'll throw yours into the river too, so they'll be together forever, and we'll have one more excuse to like you've always asked, renew our vows and get married again. So I think
Mm.
that's just it's and there's a whole bunch of other stuff. That's just like a perfect like, okay, you know what? Like you're okay. Like I'm like it sucks that you lost your wedding ring, but good job, dude. So then throughout the games, several proposals have been happening. Um, so there was one um a mixed doubles player, Xing Siwei from China, took home the badminton gold. Um,
Hmm.
but her boyfriend, who's also a Chinese men's double player, Lu Yuchen, got down on one knee and popped the question in front of a full house. Um, and then French women's skiff sailors Sarah Stewart and Charlene Picon were proposed to by their partners after returning to shore last Friday. And then 2 days before the opening ceremony, Argentinian handball player Pablo Simonet also got down on one knee for his girlfriend, who was a field hockey player um, named
Wow.
Pilar Campoy. But then it just continues. We have the Czech Republic tennis players Katrina and Sinikova and Tomas Mašík. Have you heard about them? Have you seen
No.
them?
Mm-mm, I
Oh,
haven't
you were
seen them.
nodding along like yes. They were a couple for roughly about 4 years, and then they called it quits right before the Olympics, but they still committed to playing as a doubles team. They won gold, and in the videos you can just see the emotions on their faces. And it's
Oh,
like they're like falling in love all over again.
the City of Love.
No, really. And then so this is the one that really, really got me. Um,
It is
was
too early for you to be crying, so girl, you
oh, I
better suck
know.
it up,
I
Buttercup.
know. In the pole vault competition, Sweden's Mondo Duplantis won gold and set a new world record. He barely touched the ground before he was sprinting over to his girlfriend in the stands, like so excited. Like he does the pole vault, um, hits the ground, bounces straight to his feet, and then just sprints, like hurdles over people and barriers and just straight into her
Mm,
arms. And then the
mm,
last one I saw late last night was Tara Davis Woodall. We know her. We've said her name
mhm,
several
mhm,
times.
mhm.
She won gold at the
Mm.
at her long jump.
Yep.
Immediately runs to her husband, and you just see him lift her over the barrier and into his arms. Like this is all happening in the city of love, and it's just one big like romantic story.
I love it. I love it. I love
So,
seeing the support by the
yeah.
athletes to to have family there and friends and loved ones and things
Yeah.
like that. Um, I think it's amazing because they work so hard. I go back to they put a lot of time and effort. They miss
Mm-hmm.
a lot of parties. They miss a lot of family gatherings. They
Mm-hmm.
miss a lot of friend commitments. They miss a lot to get to that. And
Yeah.
so I think it's
And
amazing
it's
when we
just
can.
one like giant love story being written, and I love it.
Aw.
Okay, so next up, we are so excited to have on Girl Talk Sports Talk a 17-year-old going into her senior year at Flower Bluff. Um, Her name is Kira, and so we are so excited to have her and ask her a couple questions about being a athlete and kind of what the inspiration has come from that.
Welcome, Kira. Kira. Whoop whoop. So our special guest today is Kira Phillips, who is a 17-year-old senior going to Flower Bluff High School. Competitive in sports have always played a significant role in Kara's life, including kickboxing, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, volleyball, and running. Her high school athletic career has been focused on cross country and track. She began running with her mom at the age of 6 and has a goal to compete at the college level. Kira has competed on the varsity cross country and track team since she was a freshman and is the captain of the girls cross country team. She has advanced to the regional cross country meet each year and area track meet for the past 2 years. Last year, Kira was chosen as a representative of the girls cross country team for the athletic leadership program at Flower Bluff Independent School District. Kara also excels in the classroom. So she's not only sporty, she's smart too. She takes advanced classes, including dual credit classes, and is in the top 10% of her class. Kira has participated in Interact Club, Fellowship of Christian Students, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Outside of the classroom, she enjoys music, surfing, painting, and photography. She has worked 2 summers as a lifeguard on the beach rescue team for the city of Corpus Christi. Welcome, Kira.
Kira, when do you sleep?
At night,
I
it
just feel
gets
like you're,
pretty busy, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I'm like, does she sleep, eat? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Yes.
I find a way to balance it.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because that's a lot, and
That is a
you're
lot for a
young.
17-year-old. Yeah, for a 17, that's a lot. But that's good. That's good people skills, right? That's good social skills and ready for college skills and things like that.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So we're going to ask you a few questions. We want to know more about you. And if you're just tuning in, we will be doing this on Fridays. This will be done on Friday mornings. And then we want to spotlight seniors. And so, Kira, I'm going to let Mikayla throw a question at you first.
All right.
So I know you mentioned it was mentioned that you started running with your mom when you were just 6. So was your mom like your biggest um start of doing track and field, or did you have some other sort of like iconic moment that started everything for you?
I'd say she definitely was the one who got me into running. I just remember when I was like younger, she was training for like half marathon, and so she would go on her Sunday long runs and stuff like that. And I'd always be like, "Oh my gosh, like I want to go." She's all like out for however long, however many minutes, and like I want to go. I want to do what she's doing. And then one day I went out and I ran a mile with her, and then like she dropped me back off of the house, and then she went off running, probably like 5 more miles. and then eventually I like signed up for a like 5K like color run. It was one of those where they like throw
Oh,
like powdered
yeah.
lime
How
stuff at
fun.
you. And then since then I just like started like I was doing fun runs, and then I joined like my school's running clubs,
Mhm.
and then I came to the realization that I was like pretty good at it, so I kept doing it. And then in junior high I started cross country and all of that stuff too. So
That's awesome.
and
And what
track
a
as
great way to like spend time with your mom.
Right.
well. I
Well,
know.
I was just thinking about that. My daughter would have been like, "Mom's running. Where are we going? What's going on?" Like,
Like, is everything okay?
yeah, is everything okay?
Do
It's like,
y'all
are you
still
running
run?
from something?
Do y'all still run
Um,
together or no?
well, I wouldn't say together, but she doesn't we don't do as many 5Ks anymore, like any fun runs anymore.
Hmm.
Um, but she'll definitely still go on runs, but she likes to go in the heat of the day or like in the morning, and I wait until the sun is
It's yeah.
down enough. Like I'll do it in the evenings. I'm an evening runner.
You're like, "I'm good, Mom. I'm good."
Mhm,
I'd rather
mhm.
sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So let me ask you this: what's your favorite sports movie?
Ugh, probably Soul Surfer or,
That's a good one.
McFarland.
A girl after my heart. I met
Soul
that
Surfer
girl.
is a
I
good
did.
Really? Oh my
Yes,
god.
in Dallas, Fort Worth. She was a guest speaker at the church that I was attending. And I remember when the movie came out and she was doing the tour.
Mhm.
And I mean, I was a grown adult, obviously, but yes, that's a good
That's a good that's a
I
good
I
movie.
went to one of her live, little speeches too at Church
Mhm.
Unlimited out here in Corpus. I was really little. It was really cool.
That never did. Now, do you surf? Did I see? Do you do surfing or anything? I know you're a lifeguard, a bodyguard. You're a lifeguard, but do you do surfing too?
I do surf. Not as much as I used to, and not as much as I would like to, but I do surf. I would identify as a surfer girl. I don't even know, like, if you can, like, see the background
I
right
see
now.
the
There's, like,
surfboard.
literally a
I, s-
surfboard behind my head.
I see the surfboard. I was like, Melina did not just ask this question. She's literally a surfboard right there.
I know
I didn't
there's a
pay
bunch of, like, surfing
attention.
stuff. It's fine.
I'm not
Yes.
creeping on the thing. I'm looking at
Oh,
her. I'm
I
not
am.
looking at the
I'm creeping at the background. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I do surf, not as often as I would like to, obviously, but
That's
it's super
fun.
fun. I've been doing that since I was really little too. Probably longer than I've been running.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Did your
crazy.
parents start that like fascination, or did you just pick up was like, oh, I want to surf?
I think that it was probably more of my dad, and then moving
Hmm.
here, so we haven't always lived in Corpus, but, we moved here when I was, like, 4 or 5, and I was like, "I wanna learn how to surf. I wanna learn how to surf. Put me in surf school. I don't wanna go to pre-K. I wanna go to surf school."
Love it.
So,
Love it. Love it. Love it.
that's how that started.
She grew up at the beach. I mean, you think you did too, Mikayla. You grew up here.
Yeah.
I would have been that girl at the beach all the time. Like that would have been, I would have been, yeah, it wouldn't have been good.
Growing up, like I appreciate the beach more now than I did when I was younger, even though I spent more time at the beach when I was younger, but I appreciate it more now for whatever reason. Like I just it was the sand. I didn't like the sand when I was younger. It was just like a sensory thing. Did not like it. Mm-mm.
You're so funny. You're so funny.
What?
Okay, what question you got for Kira?
Okay, if you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. Probably to not like to take time out of sports, like do things out of sports because I would get burnt out like with
Yeah.
jujitsu and like kickboxing, especially jujitsu. I was competing all the time. I remember
Mm-hmm.
I would literally go and do a fun run on a Saturday morning, and
Mm-hmm.
then go to open mat for jujitsu because I was training for a tournament. And I think just after a while, it just was so routine, and you found myself like counting down the minutes until class was over. So definitely to just like take a break and like
Yeah.
be normal for a little bit. Just not it's like so consistent with things. But I mean, then again, like I really loved the sport, But I don't know, definitely just taking a break. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's pretty much the only thing I would tell my younger self.
To enjoy the moment, slow down a little bit, basically,
Yeah.
just take it in.
Mhm.
Um, Well, and
Mhm.
all of those sports, Helen, that you need to do what you do and balance it, like Mikayla
Hmm.
said, when do you sleep? But I'm sure that that
Mhm.
structure and that routine and that get up and, you have practices and things like that, and I know your mom well enough to know she didn't let you make a lot of excuses as to why you couldn't do something. So just having that discipline and structure probably was good for you in your academic life as well. Um, so I have a final question for you, and this might take you a minute, and it can be any sport. If you could talk to any sports legend, past or present, who would it be and why?
Oh my goodness. I honestly, I don't think I would like talk to any to like ask them questions, just like maybe to have like a fun chat. So probably Tara Davis Woodhall. She's a long jumper for the U.S. team,
Oh,
and oh my gosh,
the
she's so funny, and she just has like this crazy fun energy. I don't know if
she
y'all have heard of her, but oh my
she's the
gosh,
one.
she's just
This sounds so bad.
hilarious.
She's the one with the cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, she is the
Yes.
one with the cowboy hat.
That's
Mhm.
how I know her, the cowboy hat.
That's Mikayla Jr.
Yeah.
That's
She just
cool.
seems like
That's a good one.
she has a really fun time, like, with her sport and everything like that. She just really enjoys it, and that she brings a good energy into everything that she does. So, I would love to talk to her, like, train with her. She'd be fun to have as a teammate for sure. But I
Yeah.
don't long jump.
um, and I'm going to throw a question in there just because. Do you watch hockey? Because Michaela's a major hockey fan.
It's fine if you don't.
I don't watch hockey, no.
It's fine. It's
And
fine.
okay, and I love football. And so, what is your favorite? I think I know the
Mhm.
answer, but I'm going to let you answer it. What is your favorite college football team?
Definitely A&M. My parents are huge Aggies. I basically would not be here, like, living if it wasn't for that school. That's where they met and everything,
Oh,
so
that's cute. That's
Oh,
cute.
yeah. Her
yeah.
mama is a big time Aggie fan. I mean, she is
Mhm.
hardcore about her
Mhm.
college football, like Melina's about her college football. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, and they go to the games and they do all the fun things. So,
Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kira, for hopping on with us and speaking a little bit about you and answering some questions. I have a feeling you're going to do great your senior year. And even past that, I can't wait to see you on the Olympics one day.
yes, yes. Kira, thank you so much
Aw,
for being
I don't
our
know about
first.
that, but
No, you got to do it. You got to do it. But thank you so much for joining us. We're honored that
of
you are our
course,
first
I'm
one.
honored.
All right. So we're just gonna hop off. But like I said, Kira, thank you so much again. It's been a joy and a pleasure speaking with you.
Bye. Thank you.
Of course, thanks for having me. Bye.
If you know of a female athlete going into their senior year of high school and would like to see them be recognized for all of their hard work as an athlete, on Girl Talk Sports Talk, please email girltalksportstalk@gmail.com and send us the information and we will reach out to you. Okay, so thank you so much for Kira for hopping in with us and being our first ever guest on Girl Talk Sports Talk. It was a blast.
Kira, I wish you nothing but good luck this semester, this senior year. Enjoy the moment, slow down. Don't let yourself get stressed out. And thank you so much for being our first. And I can't wait to see who's our next one. You set the standard pretty high.
Okay, and now I am going to give the floor over to Melina to speak about her very exciting um event that happened last night.
So, oh my goodness, I'm still on the high from it. So, Heil Law Firm hosts in partnership with communities and schools a yearly fundraiser, a gala. And this is the third year they're doing it. And what they do is they raise funds to provide athletic gear, shoes, and like the athletic support for whatever sport to middle-aged children. They focus on middle-aged children or middle school children, not middle age, middle school children. They focus on them because they need,
Middle-aged children.
yeah, middle-aged children, which they are, but I mean, middle school children, they focus on those kids to give them the confidence that they need to start the school year correct, with the passion and the enjoyment of getting there, and being involved in community and school sports. And so it's a great organization. It was a Heil Law Firm. I was the guest with Mr. Heil himself and my a board member, Sharon Diaz, that I sit with on a couple of boards. I was honored to be their guest at the table. And Mikayla, oh my gosh, for a girl that grew up and raised her kids watching the Dallas Cowboys, I will tell you that it was exciting to see a room full of Cowboy fans waiting to hear the playmaker speak, the one and only Michael Irvin. And what I can say about Michael Irvin, I know I could talk forever about the Dallas Cowboys. Anybody that knows me knows that. Michael Irvin is simply humble, but he's so animated and so fun. He is solid to what he believes in. He was willing to step in for this organization and help raise funds because he was one of 17 children. He talked about his story and, needing gear and just his life's journey. And he's just such a likable guy. They showed highlights from prior to introducing him. They showed highlights of him winning the uh getting inducted into the Hall of Fame and getting the gold jacket. And I'll never forget, I watched it when it happened. It was many years ago. And he said a quote, something to the effect of, get stand up, get up, stand up, and never give up, or something to that effect. And it just kind of stuck with me because he he wasn't always, what everybody would call a good role model and stuff. He did finally get on the right path when Troy and Emmett, and they were the you know triplets and all of that stuff. But it was one of those things that it was just so fun, and he's so animated, and he just loves to tell stories, and you can just tell that he has joy in his spirit. And he was talking
Aw.
football, and as a girl that loves football but loves the Cowboys and Michael Irvin. And people laugh at me because I say that Troy Aikman, I tell my daughter Vanessa all the time
Hmm.
that her daddy is Troy Aikman. That's my baby daddy. That's I mean, she was a kid. My kids were kids, but Michael Irvin did an amazing job. Mr. Heil, I want to give kudos to Heil Law Firm. I know their goal was to have be able to raise enough funds to provide gear for 200 kids, middle schools throughout the Coastal
Hmm.
Bend. They had a full house. The Solomon Ortiz. I don't know if you've ever been there, Mikayla. It's
Yeah, I
huge. It
have
has a lot of, and it was
space.
packed.
Yeah.
It was packed. And you saw a sea of blue, girl. I
Good.
was so happy. It's my happy place. Like
You're
it
like,
would
these are
be
my
you walking in,
people.
huh?
These are my
Say that
people.
again.
I said, you said, these are my
Yes. Well,
people.
and the thing is like if you knew who's your favorite, one of your old school favorite hockey players.
I like
Wayne
how old
Gretzky.
school?
Wayne Gretzky. Did you
Y-
watch him?
I did watch him.
So, like, if you knew he was going to be present somewhere, would that excite you? Or are you a,
Oh yeah. No, I
yeah,
I would be there.
yeah. And you would probably be like, I was, where I'm sending you pictures every 5 minutes going, oh my God,
Oh my God, look at
or the
this.
videos of him
Yeah.
talking. And I think I like him because he's always been Michael Irvin, meaning he's never shied away from his personality. He didn't
Yeah.
try to cover it up. When he was in Dallas, I'm a Dallas girl. I was right there in the middle of the mix of it all. He never tried to hide who he
Who he
was. He
was.
was that
Yeah.
loud, outspoken, hyper. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I love going to events like that
Mm-hmm.
are giving back to the community. I do, because
Yeah.
that's ultimately what it's about. It
I'd
really
be
is.
really curious to see how much actually they like how many they were able to actually buy
Oh yeah.
for.
I know we'll get those numbers, but again, kudos to Heil Law Firm. Shout out to Mr. Heil, and Sharon, for allowing me to sit at the table. I was up close, girl. I was just looking like a kid looking at Santa Claus. I was just looking at him,
Oh.
like, listening to him just talk, because I love when men talk sports and football, because I understand football. So when he was
Mm-hmm.
talking about, when he was a kid in his shoes, he would need
Mm-hmm.
new shoes, but he was one of 17 kids, so they had to figure it out. It was just real. It was just real.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to be on cloud nine for a few days because of that, because I was
Aw.
right there. I was right there. Like, yeah, you laughed when because I like The Rock so much. Like, I'd
Mm-hmm.
lose my mind if The Rock was right there that close. But I was pretty close to that too with Michael Irvin tonight. I mean, last night. So it was just one of those things that it's like, ooh. So
That's awesome. I'm happy you were able to go and enjoy yourself and see
yes,
him speak.
yes, yes. We got some cool stuff happening. It always, I love seeing how the local nonprofits come up with ways, new and different ways to raise funds for kids. That's
Yeah.
what it's ultimately
No, I
about.
agree.
So, one thing I want to close with
Mm-hmm.
after this is, what plans you got this weekend?
Um, honestly, it's like the one
Sleep.
weekend. Yeah. And it's the one weekend in August that I don't have any plans except to watch Team USA play for the gold.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. They're gonna play for the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. There's really, is this tax-free weekend? It might be.
It is tax-free weekend. I might go shopping.
Where are we going, girl? Where are we going?
I don't
I
know.
need to go to Wall. Can we go to Goodwill? Because that's about what we need to do, probably.
Oh,
Do
I
you
love
like to
Goodwill.
thrift?
I
Let's talk.
do.
I
I
do
do.
too. Okay, but I'm kind of bougie when it comes to it. I'm kind of bougie when it comes to it, because I don't mind shopping at Goodwill. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, I'm going to see a girlfriend this weekend, because I'm a secondhand kind of girl. Like, I love
Mm-hmm.
when people, because I'm one of those girls, I'll wear an outfit and then I won't wear it for another 6 months. Like, I'm just
Oh,
that
not
six,
me.
yeah, yeah. I'm excited because I have a girlfriend that has some clothes ready and she's had them ready. And so now
You're gonna
I get to
go.
get new outfits, and it is what it is.
That's my favorite thing too. I have some clothes from friends that didn't really want it, and I was like, I'll take it. I like it. And like one of my favorite dresses is it was hand me down from one of my
Yeah.
best friends. Yeah.
Yeah, but I love going to Goodwill. The problem that
Oh
I
my God,
have
it's the
going with
best.
Goodwill, I can't stand a stinky Goodwill. Like,
Okay. No, I agree because if you're shopping and first of all, it's already an experience and it's a lot going on with your senses to begin
correct.
with going into a Goodwill, but add in the smell and it's the worst.
I would rather walk in and smell bleach, pine pine, or fabuloso than I would walking in there smelling
Mm-hmm.
mildewy old clothes.
Yeah.
And that's why so many people so many times go to other ones, right? Because they're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, this one's better. Just take the smell, fix the smell. Like,
Yeah.
fix it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Goodwill, that's a, that's a thing. Coastal Bend tidal wave. I don't know that it's this weekend. I think it's next weekend that they're going to be having the championship. So we'll follow up.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, yeah. So, but that's all I got.
All right, so a slow weekend in the Coastal Bend, but it's fine because it'll ramp back up. So that will do it for episode 5. We have 5 episodes into this podcast, Melina.
5, just like
5,
that.
just like that.
And it's fun though. It's
It
fun.
is.
It's fun. We're gonna have to find other sports to talk about once the Olympics are
I
over,
know.
but
I'm
we'll
actually
figure
really worried.
but Friday night football will be in gear.
Oh yeah, it'll come back.
And
Uh,
with Kira joining us, we're gonna have to kind of probably follow
oh yeah, high school
Flower
sports.
Bluff and their record.
Yep. So that will do it for episode 5. As always, if you like listening to our dulcet tones first thing in the mornings on Mondays and Fridays, give us a follow on Spotify and like this podcast. And then real quick, because I just want to give a really big shout out to one of my best friends, Casey. Today is her 1 year book anniversary. I can't say it. Basically, she published her first book a year ago today called The Shackled Serpent. So I just want to give a huge shout out to her because she's been officially a published author for a year
How
now.
awesome is that? Congratulations. Happy anniversary on that. Um, hey guys, if you this is Melina. If you need to find out what's going on over the weekend, make sure to check out CC Calendar Events.
Mm-hmm.
.com. It'll give you all of the updates and the fun going on around town. They are spraying. I need to throw that in. They are spraying in the Corpus Christi community for these mosquitoes. The city's
Bless.
on it. So hopefully we can get some relief this weekend from those. So everybody have a good weekend. Be safe. Be careful. Take care of each other. And we will talk to you again on Monday.
And remember, sports are for girls too.
Are you looking to grow your business and increase your brand visibility? Become a sponsor with the Girl Talk Sports Talk podcast. Our sponsorship opportunities offer you a unique chance to connect with our dedicated fan base and community. Let us help you elevate your business name and reach new heights. Contact Melina or Mikayla today to learn more about how you can get involved and make a lasting impact. Join us and watch your business thrive.